HP Spectre. Power never looked so thin. This is design and technology taken to a whole new level. Artisan materials and striking craftsmanship create an experience unlike anything else. With a uniquely stunning design 10.4mm thin combined with impressive performance with Intel-registered Core i5 or i7 processor too, this luxurious laptop is completely irresistible. While most ultra-thin laptops up until now have stuck with power-sipping Intel Core M processors, the Spectre comes packing a full-fat Intel Core i5 or even i7 CPU. Our own configuration is the mid-range spec model, priced at $1,249 and only available in the US. While that's a bummer for anyone across the ocean, the entry-level Spectre comes with nearly the same configuration, save for a slower Intel Core i5 processor at a more affordable $1,169, £1,149, $2,399. HP also offers the Spectre with an Intel Core i7 chip and 512GB SSD for $1,499, £1,299, $3,099. Buy HP Spectre, 13-inch Intel Core i7, at Amazon Marketplace for $1,299.75. Compared to competing Ultrabooks, the HP Spectre asks for a higher premium, thanks in part to its gold accents and high-end styling. For instance, a Dell XPS 13 configured to match the Spectre's starting specs is roughly 20 bones cheaper, while the $999, about £763, $1,330 Samsung Notebook 9 is a much bigger bargain. If touchscreens and high-resolution displays are must-have features on your Ultrabook checklist, you'll also want to look elsewhere, as the Spectre can't be configured with either option. Here is the HP Spectre configuration sent to TechRadar for review. CPU, 2.5 GHz Intel Core i7 6500U, dual-core, 4 MB cache, up to 3.1 GHz with Turbo Boost. Graphics, Intel HD Graphics 520. RAM, 8 GB LPDDR3 SDRAM, 1866 MHz. Screen, 13.3-inch, 1920 by 1080 FHD IPS Ultra Bright View Corning Gorilla Glass LED backlit display. Storage, 256 GB SSD, key, NVMe. M.2. Ports, 2x USB-C Thunderbolt 3, 1x USB 3.1 Type-C, headphone jack. Connectivity, 802.11 acres Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.0. Camera, HP TrueVision HD webcam. Weight, 2.45 pounds. Size, 12.8 by 9.03 by 0.41 inches, WXDXH. Performance. We've never felt like Intel Core M series processors were lacking in power, but the Intel Core i7 chip certainly gives the Spectre an extra spring in its step. Beyond everyday web browsing and email correspondence, this Windows 10 is machine powerful enough to run Lightroom and even handle some light PC gaming despite being as thin as a tablet. HP was able to do this all by going with an unorthodox, hyperbaric cooling system, which essentially uses two fans to pull air into the laptop. That's pretty normal for any laptop, but there isn't a heatsink sitting on top of the CPU. Instead, the laptop is designed with positive pressure in mind, as it funnels a stream of cool air directly over the processor and exhausts heat out through the back of the machine. It's an effective system that keeps the CPU running at full power without throttling issues. However, this machine expels plenty of heat, and you can feel it radiating everywhere. The laptop's carbon fiber underside gets warm to the touch, and the aluminum keyboard deck essentially becomes a hot plate. Luckily, the hot zone stays primarily above the function keys and away from your hands, but you can feel exactly where the internals are, creating a geyser of heat. Benchmarks. Here's how the HP Spectre performed in our suite of benchmark tests. 3D Mark, CloudGate, 4703, Skydiver, 2746, Firestrike, 731. Cinebench CPU, 257 points, graphics, 31.28 FPS. Geekbench, 3172, single core, 6693, multi-core. PC Mark 8, home test, 2615 points. PC Mark 8 battery life, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Battery life, TechRadar movie test, 5 hours and 33 minutes. HP claims the Spectre is just as powerful as any Ultrabook, and these figures back up that claim. The ultra-thin laptop keeps in step with the Dell XPS 13 and Samsung Notebook 9 in processor-intensive benchmark tests, like Geekbench and PC Mark 8. That said, the Spectre lags behind in the graphical department, putting up lower 3D Mark scores across the board. This machine isn't built for any intensive graphical challenges, like video editing and hardcore gaming. But, the integrated graphics are surprisingly robust. We were actually able to play a round of Overwatch at full HD resolution with high graphics settings at a relatively solid 30 frames per second. Battery life. Although HP claims users can achieve a battery life of 9 hours and 45 minutes, in our testing we found runtimes last about 6 hours at most. Our movie-based battery test exhausted the Ultra Portable's battery cells after just 5 hours and 33 minutes, and regular usage reduced screen-on time by an hour. The battery life numbers are well beneath the lofty expectations HP put forth, but it's still pretty impressive given how thin the Spectre is. This 13-inch notebook won't get you through a full workday on its battery cells alone, but it should be fine for long meetings or web browsing in a cafe. Plus, fully recharging the Ultrabook only takes about 2 hours. Still, if you're looking for a machine designed for longevity, you might be better served by the Asus ZenBook UX305 or a 13-inch MacBook Air.